Hello there, fellow grown-up children of the political parent government. You're a grown-up child. You want someone to put, you want to just take away your own ability to take care of yourself, go out, fish and hunt, grow food. You want to take that away from yourself, take away, consent to giving up all your freedoms to have someone else be your parent, to know what's best for you, to keep you safe, to feed you, to clothe you, to bathe you. You ain't doing it for you. You got everybody else doing it for you. That's the problem. Everyone's been turning to grown-up children. You want to be looked after, taken care of, kept safe, fed, clothed. But instead of just freely being able to go to work at some business without having to have a driver license or an ID, state created ID, and a social security number. If you don't have any of that, you can't go to work. Try to go to work with it. I don't have none of that stuff. I need a job. Or we can't hire you. You have to have a all caps name on the ID. You have to have the social security number. So that way they can be allowed to hire you. They can't hire you freely. They're not free. They got a business license with the state. And they got to do what the state says. They gave away their ability to run their business their way, themselves, and be private. And turn themselves into part of the public. They're not private. They're not free. We're not private. We're not free when we have their ID and driver license. Or driver license. Documentation, papers, just on a card, instead of on paper. But your birth certificate's on a paper. Your social security is on a paper. Papers. Where's your papers? Where's your ID? Where's that corporate name? So I know I can do business with you as a corporation. You're a corporation. Your vehicle, you're a commercial corporation. Your car, your truck that you own, well, that's a commercial motor vehicle now. Because you're a commercial corporation. So now it's dubbed a commercial motor vehicle. So even when they just say motor vehicle, it's still a commercial vehicle is what they're meaning. Not just a private motor vehicle. It's not commercial motor vehicle and private motor vehicles. Just commercial motor vehicles. Because then they could just call it a motor vehicle if they had the word also private motor vehicle in the motor or the commercial motor vehicle code. Not law, code. But they enforce it like it's a law. There's nothing in the Constitution that says codes and policies and all that is law. So they can't create laws upon the people when they're in the private. You don't own you don't have a corporation that has employees to drive multiple vehicles that weigh over 10 pounds or 10,000 pounds, 10,001 pounds altogether. 3 vehicles, say 300 or 3,000 pounds. You have to have 3 vehicles that weigh 3,000 or over 3,000 pounds that will end up weighing three or more that weigh 10,001 pounds or more. You have a fleet of vehicles for your corporation, commercial vehicles for your commercial corporation. You have a business license, turning it into a commercial business. And then they need commercial motor vehicles for that commercial business. Are you a commercial business? Did you get a business license, commercial business license to be a commercial business, a corporation that's commercialized? So then your property can be turned or claimed as a commercial motor vehicle or a motor vehicle, which is a commercial motor vehicle. Because private motor vehicle is nowhere in it. Private motor vehicle owners that live in the private are to have a private owner's motor vehicle license to travel. They don't have that. It's a license to drive a commercial vehicle, to operate a commercial vehicle, which would be a tow truck or or a forklift for commercial businesses. You'd have to have a commercial operator's license to be able to operate tow trucks and forklifts, because they pick up stuff and tow it. A forklift can pick up a vehicle and tow it, as long as two wheels are on the ground. You can tow something from the other end if you weld a tow hitch on it. Yeah, but you operate those things that tow things, move things around at a corporation. There are people who have their own private businesses. They don't have to have any of that. But if you got a business license, yeah, you have to have it. You have to have those commercial motor vehicles titled to the state, registered to the state, and then you have to get insurance that would protect your business and pay for the people that may have ended up in the hospital, pay for their bills, and to get them a new or another vehicle. It don't matter if it's a motor vehicle just because it has a motor in it. It has to be a commercial motor vehicle. There's no private motor vehicle. This is a private motor vehicle. Is the private motor vehicle mentioned in the commercial motor vehicle code for this state? Now, the private motor vehicle do not need a license, do not need registration, do not have to have it titled. No records, no documentation, undocumented, anonymous, in the private. That's a separate jurisdiction from the commercial jurisdiction of the Uniform Commercial Code. Do you see me wearing a uniform of a commercial business that I am to be a driver of? I am to wear the business clothes, like at a grocery store. When I was working grocery stores in Irving, you had to have a special type of clothing they gave you to wear for that business. That's a uniform. Uniform Commercial Code. If you're a driver for that business's, one of its fleets of vehicles, motor vehicles, that's commercialized, yes, you have to have a driver license in order to work for that business. If they take it away because you did something that was too bad and they deem you a danger to the public, the private sector, then you contact your boss, say, I can't drive for you. You know, that's your responsibility, driver responsibility. That's your responsibility. You have to call your boss up, say, well, they just suspended my license immediately. I can't drive your vehicle. You got to get someone to come and drive it because you can be held liable, not me. I can go free after I report it to them. And then if they use me when I ain't got that license while it's suspended, they're held liable. But they're already held liable for everything else that I did in that vehicle that belongs to the state through a business license. State created business license. State created driver license for businesses. Insurance, titles, all that for businesses so they can keep a record. But they're not. But these businesses that have a business license with them to do business with them, they didn't become agents and they, in a way, they became employees because they got to do what they say. You're their employee, but you're getting paid to serve them involuntarily through threats and intimidation, coercion to get a business license. All my opinion. This is what they do. All my opinion. These cops, they're Tinmen. When it says protect and serve, who? Who are you protecting and who are you serving now? The public, you ain't the public. I'm part of the public. And if you're singling me out and labeling me something else, instead of a member of the public, hey, member of the public. Hey, citizen, you're a citizen of the United States. Hey, civilian, you're a civilian of the military industrial complex. Civilian is a military civilian. They claim us as civilians, citizens, the public, but then they single us out, and then they don't enforce any of the laws that's for citizens, to protect citizens, civilians, and the public as a whole. They pull you aside and single you out and do what